Hi, I'm Susie, an international teacher in Nairobi, Kenya, and I have lived in Kenya for 10 months now, I think. And I was looking in some of my messages that I've received, and some of you have asked some questions both about living in Kenya and about how some parts are different than living in America. So I thought while I'm grading today, I will gather some of my thoughts, like my thoughts on living in Kenya. Now, I will say, I've only been here 10 months, and I've also only lived in Nairobi. So, this is my experience, but if you disagree with it, or if I say something that's wrong, feel free to correct me. Okay, the first thing that I'll say is that I love living here. My favorite thing about living here is how green everything is. I say that all the time, but it's just true. And I feel like whenever I am going anywhere, whether it's in the city or outside of the city, it's just so beautiful. Like the process of getting there, once you get there, I love it so much. I feel like in the States, most big cities will have like one section of the city that is like green and it has lots of plants. But in Kenya, it's everywhere. So even when you're in the big city, there's still lots of greenery and it's just so beautiful. Love it so much. Okay, in between that video, this is not what I'm talking about, but my friend just brought me this hair tie and it perfectly matches the outfit that I'm wearing right now. And if you know me, you know I love hair ties. Like I had this one in before, but I'm so obsessed with it. How cute. Aw. Anyways, another thing that I've noticed about being in Kenya, this is actually something that I really like and respect. I want to say like the Gen Z population here, but also I feel like just the internet culture here is so funny. It's quite intense sometimes, but I feel like the memes here are so good. And I like the TikTok vibe. Like I feel like you can find anything on TikTok here. And I really appreciate that. But I also feel like beyond that, the Gen Z here are very intentional and impactful, and even have like impacted countries around Kenya with like movements that they've had. So I don't know, maybe movement is not the right word. I just feel like they've inspired other countries to take a stand about certain things. So I think that's pretty cool. Like I'm a Gen Z from America and I don't feel like we don't do as much. So I appreciate that about here. Also, just in general, Kenyans have a really good sense of humor, like in general. Obviously, maybe not everyone, but for the most part, what I've noticed is like Kenyan students, my Kenyan friends, Kenyans that I interact with are just really like, they're good at understanding humor. They're so funny, funnier than me, and I love that. Something else that I've noticed about living in Kenya that's quite different from America is I feel like, so since I live in Nairobi, like life can definitely be fast because it's a big city. People are working really hard. There's lots of people here. So while it is fast, sometimes I feel like it's slow in the ways that matter, which I feel like is something America is missing. For example, spending time with family, spending time with friends, having meals together is something that is high value is placed on that here. And so I feel like when you go and spend a meal with somebody here, there's not people trying to like push you out. There's not really a hurry because you're just enjoying each other's company. And I feel like I really like that a lot. Something else that I've definitely noticed since being here is I feel like Kenyans are like the OG networkers. Like any problem that I have, I can say to my Kenyan friend and they will say, oh, I know a guy, I know someone that can help with that. Like I remember at the beginning of the year something broke and my friend was like, oh, don't worry, anything can be fixed in Kenya. And like they're right, like it's crazy. So I think that's quite cool. They are so good at making connections with people and then utilizing those connections. Like they are the original networkers. I also think that you will find some of, if not the kindest people here. Here in Kenya, saying hi to people goes a really long way. Asking how somebody's day is goes a long way. I feel like it's kind of similar to Southern hospitality culture in America, where you're checking on people even if you don't know them. So I think that's quite nice. And actually, Kenya is known for being really good with hospitality and really kind to people from other countries. So I have definitely reaped the benefits of that because everyone's been very kind and welcoming towards me. So I love that. Something to be prepared for if you come to Kenya is wait times at appointments can honestly vary from like you're seen right at the time that you feel like you made the appointment to you're not seen until the end of the day. Like I've experienced both. At this point, I've had actually quite a few appointments since being here because I was quite sick when I first got here. So I've experienced where I walk right into an appointment and they're like, oh, you're here, come on in. And then I've also experienced where I was sitting like the entire day, multiple times. So that's just something to be prepared for. Like I always pack snacks in my bag, have my Kindle, have my phone charged up and ready. Just kind of prepare to do your work at your appointment if that happens, because really it could honestly go either way. Something else to be especially careful about in Kenya that I hadn't experienced in America is taking pictures and like videos. Like I take a lot of videos while we're driving places. But there's actually a lot of places here in Kenya that you should not be recording and you can get in a lot of trouble for recording in. So like I've even posted a video before and accidentally recorded something I shouldn't have and then had to take it down and delete it. Actually, thanks to one of you for pointing that out. Thank you. So just gotta be careful because it's kind of hard for me to know what everything is because some things look so different than America. Like I didn't know that I was recording something I wasn't supposed to be. Often there are signs, but in this case there wasn't that I saw. So just something to be mindful of. Something else is that teaching continues to be the best job ever here in Kenya, just like it was in America, because kids are the best. And I love it so much. So go teachers, yay, teach, teach, teach. Another thing is that wearing your Kenyan bracelet is like a rite of passage, like you need to have it on, because at the beginning I was posting videos and people were commenting and they were like, where's your Kenyan bracelet? Like, why are you in our country and you don't have a Kenyan bracelet? So now I have like 5 and I started with 0. So it's like very important. I switch out the ones that I wear, like I slip them off, and but I always make sure I have one on. So I have also learned here that I need to do a better job washing my shoes. Thanks to you all here on TikTok who have told me my shoes are dirty and that if I don't clean them, I should leave. So I clean my shoes better now and more regularly because I didn't realize that they were dirty. So that's something that is different. I also have been a lot healthier living here. I've noticed that like when I eat food here, I feel better, like my body feels better. And also that I feel full faster, like I don't have to eat as much food to feel full. I've actually lost like 60 pounds since I've moved here. And I think that has to do with how good the food is, like how much better the food is here than in America for you. And also just how being outside is such a part of the culture. Like I just love taking walks, and I didn't used to take that many walks, but now if I don't have my walk, I feel like honestly off. Like walking is such a good time here. I love it, love it, love being outside. Also, I can't believe she gave me this. This is like so cute and so me. Like actually, I'm so happy. Ooh, okay. Something else that's different about Kenya than in America is that in America, we are so weird about talking about weight. Like, weight is a very sensitive topic. It's something that, like, like, you don't ask a woman, like, her age and her weight. Like, there's certain things that we just don't talk about. As soon as I came here to Kenya, like, I think I was in a government office, one of the people working there was like, oh, you're from Kentucky? KFC chicken? Now I see where all your weight comes from. And then he smiled and he was like being nice to me. Like, he didn't even mean it offensively. And I was like, imagine. And then, like, it kept happening. Like, people were like calling me well-fed and saying like, oh, I just love how big you are. I wish I could be that big. And I was like, oh my gosh, y'all are about to bully me into my weight loss journey. But it's actually something that isn't as offensive here as it is in America. Like, in America, that would be so detrimental to say that to somebody, even not say that. But then there are things here that aren't talked about the way that they're talked about in America. So kind of goes both ways. There's topics that are more sensitive here, and then topics like weight that are more sensitive in America. Like, calling someone well-fed would be fighting words. Kenya is also the only country in the world with a national park in its capital city, Nairobi, which is so cool to me. Like, so incredibly cool that in the middle of the city, you can go on a mini safari. Like, you can go see literal lions that are so cool, like, so amazing. Kenya, quite cool. This is also something that, like, blew my mind when I got here, but I think probably wouldn't be that mind-blowing to a Kenyan. But when you go to certain restaurants or, like, malls, all of the restaurants in that area sometimes bring you their menu, and you can just order off of it. Like, I could order from a different place than somebody else across from me sitting at the table, which I feel like is mind-blowing to me. Like, so cool. Like, when I first saw that, I called my mom and I was like, and we all sat at the table and some of us ordered from different places. And I feel like that's normal here, I guess, at malls and stuff. But I was like, what? Like, I love that. I also like when you go to the hospital, they give you, or even sometimes like an appointment, you check in with your phone number and then it prints out a little ticket for you. And then that ticket follows you around like everywhere that you need to go. So first they'll call you up to like registration and you'll say how you're planning to pay or give your insurance, whatever. And then, you know, you go sit back down. And then they'll call your ticket number on a screen or over the intercom to go to get your vitals taken. And then maybe you'll get called to a room and then maybe your lab. I just think that's really cool, like a very efficient way of doing it. Yeah, I like that. I also feel like I could live here for many years and go to a different coffee shop and still find new ones. Like, Nairobi has the coolest coffee shops everywhere. Like, they're so cool. I love them, like, really cool. I love, like, taking my Kindle with me and then reading at a coffee shop. It's become one of my favorite things to do, and it's something that I never did in the States. So, I like that. Overall, this has been a very good year for me personally. I'm so humbled to be here and thankful to God to be able to be a teacher and to be in such a beautiful country and to be in such a vibrant city, because I've never lived in a big city before. So this is just so cool. Such a good opportunity. I feel like I have made so many friends and learned so much about even the world just beyond where I grew up. So I really appreciate being here and I love it. I love Kenya. Also, I'll be in America for the next 2 months, so I don't really know if I'll be recording as much, but if there is anything that anyone wants to see, I'll try to do it. So just ask. I don't know.